Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel SkillUp Tutorials, one lesson at a time. In today's video, I am going to start a new series, that is Python tutorials. If you are new to a programming or getting started with Python, then you are in the right place. Now in this video, I am going to start Python tutorials with explaining introduction, some basics and some basic syntaxes that can be used in Python language. Now let's get into it. Firstly, coming to introduction, the first point is Python is a high level interpreted programming language. Then what is meant by high level language? Programming language will be having some levels, that is, as you can see here, low level, middle level and high level. Then let's differentiate these three things. Firstly, low level language. Low level language can be understood by hardware very easily when it compared to human. Because let's say for example, low level languages are like binary language and also assembly language. Firstly, what is meant by binary language? Means it is with zeros and ones, which CPU can understand it easily when it compared to humans. Humans also can understand binary language up to some limit, but when it is having huge number of lines and codes, then it is very difficult for humans to understand and evaluate it. So low level language is very easy to understand for CPUs. Then high level language. What is meant by high level language? This is very simple and easy language when it compared to middle and low level language. It is easily understandable for humans. Like Python. Let's say Python is a high level language. When we go further, you can understand this why Python is a high level language. Means we can write code in human language. That means we will be including more English letters, like let's say print. When we want to write infer, if, all these English words can be used in this language. So humans can understand it very easily can write the code, but it is a little bit difficult for hardware to understand. So that is the reason this high level language will be converted into machine language. Then the CPU will read that machine level language and it will understand and will give us the output. This is how the background thing. And then what is meant by middle level language? Middle level language means this is a language where it has scope for hardware and human same. Like it is combination of low level and high level languages. The best example for middle level language is C language. It is a middle level language. So for hardware and human both can understand a little bit, not more. So we can humans also can understand, hardware also can understand, but this also will be converted into machine code. Then hardware will execute the program and we will get the output. Like as I said before, low level language examples are mission code and assembly language. I explained about mission code, that means zeros and ones, binary language. And the second one is assembly language. Assembly language means some instructions will be there. Based on that instructions, the code will be executed. Now let's say for example, move. Move is some instruction, one instruction. Move this location to this location, that means move A to B, means A value will be moved to B. Like this, some instructions will be there. So it will follow those instructions and will execute. And it is a interpreted language. Then what is meant by interpreted? Like here we have two terms, that is compiler and interpreter. As Python is a interpreted language. Now let me tell the difference between compiler and interpreter. Firstly, compiler. For example, if we have a 10 lines of code, means a program is having 10 lines of code, then how compiler will compile means it will take all the 10 lines at once and it will convert into machine code and it will check if there is any error or not. If we get like let's say for example in second line and in the 8th line we have errors, 2 errors, then what this compiler will do? Will check all code at once and will give it is having error at second line and eighth line. Okay, then when it comes to interpreter, this interpreter will read the program line by line only, not at once. Let's say for example this program is also having 10 lines and it is also having error at second line and eighth line. Then interpreter first will read the first line. If it is don't have error, it will goes to second line. But here in second line we have error, then it don't goes to third line. That means the interpreter will stop executing at second line and will throw an error. Okay, and it will not go to third and fourth and further. Then finally we can see the second line error only, we can't see eighth line error. After we fixing this second line error only, the interpreter will go further. Okay, this is the basic difference between the compiler and interpreter. Then what this compiler and interpreter will do is, like we are providing some code, that means program we are giving. This program will be converted into machine language by compiler or interpreter, either one of these. Then this machine code CPU hardware can understand and execute the program, and finally we will get the result. So this is how compiler and interpreter will be used. So Python is a interpreted language, means line by line it will interpret. Okay, then this can be used in web development. Web development means developing some website, web pages. It can be static or dynamic. If you are developing a dynamic web page, then you can use some Python frameworks like Flask, Django. Flask can be used for simple websites, but Django can be used when you are developing some complex websites. And this can be used in data science, automation, AML, game development also. And this is known for easy syntax and readability. Like everyone can understand it easily why this line is written. So it is, syntax will also be very easy when it compared with other languages. Okay, and must follow indentation rules. Firstly, what is meant by indentation means spacing. In Python, spacing is very important. When space is needed, we should give it. If we don't give, we will get an error. After going further, we'll explain this also. And why we need to learn Python. Python can be used in many real-time applications, like when we see Google, Netflix, NASA, all these fields are using Python language because it is very simple and clean, so this can be used. And now I am going to cover all these topics in this video. Okay, first one is comments. Like in Python, how we give comments? We give comments by using this hash symbol. That means after writing hash, if you write any line, the total line comes under the comment in Python. And let me show in coding environment so that you will understand. Okay, now let's take hash hello. If you run this also, this comment lines will not be run. It is for user purpose only. That means you can read, but these are not executable statements. Okay, if you write anything like this, let's say you can write any comments for user understanding purpose, Python code, like anything you can write. And in Python we don't have multi-line comments. Multi-line comments means here you can see, here I am writing comments in 2 lines, but I can't include within one symbol, so it is not possible. But here we have one more thing, that is this one. If we write anything in this triple quotes, then it comes under comments in some cases. Like if we write like this, then compiler will think it maybe it is a string, so it will compile this code also. But here we did not assign any variable, so we don't get any error. But compiler will read it, but it don't execute. Okay, so we mostly don't use it. And Now let's see what is meant by print statement. Directly we can use print. Let's say print hello everyone. Like here we no need to give any ending symbol, like we are not using any semicolon. If you use also, nothing will happen. It is not mandatory to use. Okay, if you are printing any text here, then you need to use this double quotes. Hello everyone is printed. Now let me try with this. Yes, you can use any kind of quotes, like either single quotes you can use or double quotes also you can use. And the print statement you understand, like writing only print, and in brackets you need to write anything you want. And variables and data types, like let's say variables means any constants or any values. If we are giving, let's say x equal to 10, this x will be called as a variable. Okay, and for defining variables also we have some rules. Defining means, like here x, this is the definition. So let me show you the rules first. When you are defining a variable, you must follow all these rules. If you don't follow these rules, you will get an error. Like the variable must start with a letter or underscore. Means this is a letter, you cannot start this with some 9x. See, you are getting an error. You cannot start this variable name with any other thing other than alphabets or underscore. You can use underscore, nothing will happen. See, you don't get any error. And it cannot start with a number or any other symbol. Only it should start with your alphabets or underscore. The first two points are clear. And it can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscore. That means this total name can contain only alphanumeric, like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, underscore, anything it can be there. Like as you can observe here, these 1, 2, 3, I am not writing as a first letter. You should not write it as a first letter, but you can include these numbers anywhere in the variable. Okay, when I try to run, you don't get any error. Okay, you are not supposed to use any other characters like other than alphanumeric and underscore. Let's say I am using this. See, we will get an error. These type of symbols, any symbols cannot be used other than underscore. Okay. And the next one is variables are name sensitive. I mean, sorry, case sensitive. Case sensitive means, let's say a equal to 10 and a equal to 20. Let me try to print of a. You can use print statement for printing variables also, like print of a. As you can see here, this a value is 10, and after when we give this 20, this value is updated. So these are case sensitive. Let me try to give it as AB. Means what you need to understand here is, like this a value is same. Like for example, let's take a, capital A. Sorry, I need to keep here capital A. Then let's try to run it again. Yes, as you can see here, this A is different and this A is different. So this is case sensitive. From this example, we can say that Python is variable is a case sensitive thing. And now let's go to next one. Variable names cannot be Python keywords. What are keywords? Keywords means already some built-in words are there. Like let's say for example, here print is a built-in thing. And now let's take if is also it is used for writing some condition. You cannot take this as a variable name. See, if you take this as, you will get an error. We cannot use keywords. And next, now let's go a little bit further. And this standard case. Standard case means for writing variable names, we have some standard cases. Before going to that, first you need to understand one thing, that is write variable names which makes sense. Like for example, name equal to 5, print of name. If you write like this also, it will compile, means the compiler or interpreter don't know the meaning of the variable name. What you give, it will be executed. Okay, 5 is executed. Actually, what as a human we know is name means some name like John, Jen, something like that names, but we are assigning some integer value. It when anyone is reading this code, it don't make any sense, like why name is assigned with 5 integer. So always keep in your mind while you are writing any big programs codes, you should make a sense like while writing it. So if any other person is reading your code, they can also understand what you are going to write in this program. Okay, and now coming to standard case, like in this standard case I will explain 3 kinds of cases which are previously there. Let's take my name equal to John. Now let's take this. As you can observe here, this is called camel case. Camel case means what? One more thing, my first name, let's take like this. This is called camel case. Camel case means first letter will be always smaller one, means lower case. Next, all other words which are starting after this first word, those will be uppercase letters. Like M is a lowercase, F and N are uppercase. This is camel case. So, and now let's see one more case, that is Pascal case. My first name is John. Here what you can observe is all the words which are starting from here to here, all are uppercase only, like M, F and N. This is one more case, that is Pascal case. And we have one more case, that is snake case. That is all will be lowercase only. My first name equal to John. Okay, this is snake case. Like why we need these cases means, if you are writing a program in a professional way, you can use any of these in all the places where you are using variable names, so it will make sense and will it look professionalized. Okay, so for that purpose I am giving this. It is not mandatory. If you use your variable names like this, then that it looks better than before. And this is how we can define the variables. And as you can see here, some data types or anything like this 10, we are not specifying this A is a integer, B is a string. We are not specifying anything like this. After writing the value, then the compiler or interpreter will read 10 means A will become integer. This is how it happens. Now let's take some B equal to hello. This will become string. String can be used within single quotes or double quotes, that's your wish. And we have one more thing, that is C equal to complex. Also you have 5J. If we are using I or J values, then it comes under complex data type. So you can use it like this. And when we go for multiple assignment, let's see. Let's take firstly print A comma B comma C. Let's try to print this. Name is not defined. Where I return, yeah. Let me remove this first and let's try to run. And you can see here 10, hello, 5j are printed in the same line. Why? Here, as you can see here, I am using comma here. Comma means this will consider as a space. As you can see here, space is there. So if we want space, then you can write commas, or you don't want space, then you can write the statement line by line also. Or else, let me show one more thing, that is hi, bye. Let me try to run this. You will get a space because comma is there. Hi, hello, bye. You can also use plus. Plus means here it can be used as concatenation, means string concatenation, means adding two or more strings, that is hi, hello, bye. Here, as you can observe, when we are using comma, some space is there, but when we are using plus symbol, here we don't get space. And this is the simple thing. And if you are adding, let's say this is some 10 value, then you will get an error because you cannot concatenate a integer with string. Let's see, you will get an error because this is a integer, this is a string. Or else you can, if you want to do it like this, you can use it like you can make this 10 as a string and you can print hi 10 bye. So this is how we can use this. And we can do one more thing, that is d equal to e equal to 5. You can also write like this, means same 5 value will be assigned to d and e. Now let's try to print this, d comma e. All these are basic things. When you are writing big programs, these small things will be helpful for you. See, d and e values assigned to same thing. Now let me try to do one more thing. When you try to find the type of it, you can use type built-in function, that is type, that is in. Now let me try to check for a, it will come string. Yes, it is string. When I try to give 3j, and let's try to find for type of b, this it can be complex. So, and we can also do one more thing, d comma e equal to 3 comma 4. You can also assign it like this, that is d comma e. As you can see here, this first 3 value will be assigned to this d, and this second 4 value will be assigned to e. So this is how we can do. And we also have some more data types like list, tuple, range, dictionary. All these we will be covering in next video. And now let's see what are the leftover topics. That is multiple assignment, just now I explained. Next, indentation. Indentation means while we are using some if or while loop, for loop, all these when we are using, that we need to follow this indentation, means we need to give some spaces. This will be explained in further videos. And now let's see how we can take input from the user. And now let's go a little bit down, and now let's try to take like I want to take it into x equal to, we will be using this input function to take the input value. Then as you can see here, code successful is not was not came because this is expecting some value. After entering this only code will be executed. It is executed successfully, but we cannot see anything like how can I understand it is asking some value. So here I will give enter a number. Then now let me try to print it, because we should know what is happening there. Like I have given a number, then is it taking this number or not? You can also do one more thing like this for better understanding. And 5, and let's try to give some other value. As you can see here, GDF, it is a string, but it is asking enter a number. I gave string, but still it is taking. Why? This input function don't know means we can give anything. It is not expecting some I want only this, I want only that. So for that understanding purpose, I will be giving int of, means it should take only int value. Now let me try to give some other thing, then it will throw an error that it is an invalid thing, the user is expecting integer only. So you should give integer value only. And here you can use float also, or you can use some other functions like complex, anything you can use it here. So this is how we can do. I hope you understand all these basic concepts, and please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.